The South African Human Rights Commission has released its investigative report regarding the lack of access to water in KwaZulu-Natal. The KZN Water Inquiry report comes a year after a study was conducted into municipalities across the province. Commissioners lambasted municipalities for violating residents' rights to access water. Karinda Jagmohan joins us now for an update. Karinda, good afternoon to you. Tell us about the severity of the violation of these rights.
Good afternoon. Well, like you mentioned, the South African Human Rights Commission essentially lambasting many KZN municipalities for what they say is a violation of human rights, specifically the right to access clean drinking water. It's severe across the province. In fact, the Commission has this report that's over 100 pages. It says 2022 because this study was conducted last year. Specifically, the testimonies revealed in August last year, and it's taking them a year to compile this lengthy report with various experts, showing how many communities, especially rural communities, lack access to water. In some cases, this is because infrastructure is faulty, damaged, or not maintained. And in other cases, this is because communities don't have water infrastructure or water networks at all. The Commission went on to say that in many cases, when municipal representatives were called to testify at this Commission hearing, they were told, or they used the excuse of saying that, well, apartheid-era spatial planning left areas without infrastructure. And the Commission says, well, it's over 20 years now since the post-apartheid era, and it's high time that communities have access to water. They say that last year they received over 600 complaints from residents saying that they don't have access to water, or their water access is constantly being interrupted. And in many cases, the Commission found that this is because there is non-maintenance of that infrastructure over many years. Take a listen to one of the commissioners about this severe situation.
The municipalities came up with, as I said, with excuses such as, 30 years is not enough for them, and age infrastructure, vandalization. We've also discovered in that time that even when they provided water by tankers, with tankers to the different communities, even that was a problem, because there we found that that was more a business. They spent more money on procuring tankers than actually fix the infrastructure. But we've also discovered that when you find that there's still a disparity between the poor and the rich in these areas. So if you go to the suburbs and the affluent areas, there's not age infrastructure. People have access to water, access to it. But in the poorest of the poor communities, we don't have access to water.
All right, Karinda Jagmohan, thank you so much for that update.